Welcome to Rajendra Tandon videos. We take up another verse from Bhramar Geet written by Surdas, who was a 16th century Hindu devotional poet and singer known for his lyrics written in praise of Krishna. These lyrics are written in Brajbhasha, one of the two literary dialects of Hindi. Surdas was a part of Bhakti movement spreading across the Indian subcontinent. Some other poets of the Bhakti movement were Tulsidas, Mirabai, and Kabir. The genesis of Bhramar Geet poems can be traced to Srimad Bhagavad Puran. Krishna, who had been born in a prison cell of Mathura, had been transported to Gokul, where he grew up as the child of Nand and Yashoda. The child was so popular with all the women around that they enjoyed his stealing butter, his breaking of the pitchers of lassi and milk. As he grew up, he started playing on a flute, and he and hundreds of other gopis became lovers, although he was just young, too young to be an adult. But he danced with them on the Yamuna banks. He played pranks. He gave them happiness for which there was no substitute. When he went away to Mathura to carry out his divine assignment of killing the evil king Kansa, the gopis felt a loss which could not be made up by any effort. Krishna sent Uddhav, a class fellow of his, to Braj, where he explained the divinity of Krishna to his parents Nand and Yashoda. He told them that Krishna was formless, unborn, without a beginning and an end, and omnipresent. But all this could not satisfy the gopis, who had assembled by this time. They took Uddhav aside and probed him to learn as much as they could about their beloved Krishna, Gopal. They repeatedly chanted Krishna's name. Meanwhile, a black bee droned into this assembly. The gopis taunted Uddhav through the medium of the bee. These verses are therefore known as Bhramar Geet, the song of the bee, of the black bee. Radha was one of his favorite gopis, and mythologically speaking, her name has become attached to Krishna when we say Radha Krishna. The particular verse we are reading today shows the mental condition of Radha. Ati malin brishbhan dulari, hari shram jal antar tanu bhije, ta lalach na dhuavati sari. Radha, the daughter of Brishbhan, is very sad. She has not washed her sari for months because it has the sweat of her body and of Krishna when they were making love. अधोमुख रहत उरद नहीं चितवती, ज्यों गत हारे थकित जुआरी. She sits with her head bent down, like somebody who has lost in gambling. Chhoote chihur badan ko milane. Her hair has not been arranged after Krishna left. They are disheveled. She looks like a lotus flower which has been hit by frost and shrunk. जो नलिनी हिमकर को मारी, हरि संदेश सुनी सहज मृतक भई. And when Uddhav tried to tell her and other gopis about Hari, about Krishna, her pain increased. Ik birhan, we have been left to fend for ourselves by Krishna. Duje Ali Jari, and now you are harassing us. सूर श्याम बिन यूं जीवती है, ब्रज बनिता सब श्याम दुलारी. Surdas writes, this is how the gopis of Braj are living, enfolded by sadness, and Radha more than anybody else. अरे सखी, राधा तो अत्यंत मलिन दिखती है. श्री कृष्ण के सात्विक प्रेम संबंध के उत्पन्न पसीना से उसका हृदय और शरीर दोनों ही भीग उठे हैं. उसकी साड़ी मैली हो गई है और उसने समय से बदली भी नहीं, क्योंकि कृष्ण के सात्विक प्रेम के रस में डूबी इस साड़ी में जो गंध है वो कहाँ मिलेगी. वो हमेशा अपना मुख नीचे किए हुए बैठी रहती है, ऊपर की ओर तो देखती ही नहीं. उसकी दशा देखकर लगता है जैसे कोई जुआरी जुए में अपनी पूंजी हारकर उदासीन मुख झुकाए बैठा हो. राधा के बाल बिखरे हुए हैं. उसका मुंह कुमलाया हुआ है. उसको मुख को देखकर ऐसा लगता है जैसे कमलिनी पर तुषार पड़ने पर गिरावट आ गई हो, उसके पत्ते सूख गए हो, उसका सौंदर्य नष्ट हो गया हो. राधा तो श्री कृष्ण के वियोग में पहले ही संतप्त थी, और अब जब उद्धव जी कृष्ण का संदेश लेकर आए हैं तो वो मृत ऐसा हो गई है जैसे मर गई हो. वो जिंदा लाश बन के बैठी हुई है. सिर्फ राधा ही नहीं, श्री कृष्ण की सभी प्रियतमाएं वियोग की इस दारुण पीड़ा को सहती हुई जीवित रह रही हैं. Ramar Geet is a fabulous combination of virha, the grief of separation, Gyan and Bhakti. It is a composition in the face of which Gyan takes a back seat. Here the entire logic of yoga accepts defeat. All that remains is absolute devotion, Bhakti and Bhakti alone. Surdas's verses not only reach a pinnacle of emotional content, but are also rated very high for a poet's craft. His language is simple, expressions spontaneous, and words full of learning. He is rich in imaginative similes and metaphors. हजारी प्रसाद द्विवेदी लिखते हैं, सूरदास जब अपने प्रिय विषय का वर्णन शुरू करते हैं तो मानो अलंकार शास्त्र हाथ जोड़कर उनके पीछे पीछे दौड़ता है. उपमाओं की बाढ़ आ जाती है, रूपकों की वर्षा होने लगती है. I stop here today. I come to you with another video, maybe tomorrow. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for visiting this site.